everyone. Welcome back to Enlightened Journeys. I'm going to go ahead and start with the crown chakra bowl today. I just feel like it's necessary. So, this is the crown chakra bowl. It connects with the energies from the universal source. This center enables us to interpret our Akashic records and our truth. Okay, so a fully developed and balanced crown chakra will help us to become higher functioning, compassionate, wise beings. In this chakra contains every other chakra. So I'm going to go playing the inside of the bowl for the inside of the chakra and the outside of the bowl. And then we're going to do counterclockwise to open the chakra. Clear out any residual energy that's there. Okay, now we're going to go clockwise to boost the chakra and build it back up. Take a deep breath and release any trapped energy in that chakra on the exhale. Okay. Now I'm going to go ahead and use my sacred chime to cleanse the area, and then we'll get started. Okay, thank you for those of you that are returning subscribers. It's so nice to have you back. And for those of you that are new, welcome. This is Enlightened Journeys. My name is Estrella Love, and I'm here to hopefully enlighten your journey, entertain you, and get you to connect with the Most High God. So that's my main agenda, get you back to where you need to be with God. All right, so I'm so glad to have those of you that are new. Welcome. You'll get the gist of everything. All right. So I would like my readings are for entertainment purposes only. I say that because I need to, because there's too many crazy people out there that will just take actions and ruin their lives and then try to go blame a psychic tarot reader because they took the action in their life. Again, I want you to look at everything that comes up in the reading as entertainment purposes only. Not that it's not true, because it is true, but when you're looking at something like you're watching it on TV, you're less likely to project onto it and then destroy it. So I want your future to work out for you. So if you focus on what comes up in the reading and you don't let that go, or if you use that to attack anybody, that's on you. Okay, so I would like you to observe the information rather than absorbing it. That's the whole point of being detached. Right? So you can look at something and have a level mind and go, okay, well, what is the highest lesson that I'm needing to learn here? What is it that I'm really needing to grasp so that I can move forward in my life? We are looking for your higher self's perspective of whatever storyline comes up. Okay. So that means that if this is a situation that's been on repeat, then we would like to resolve it in this lifetime because it's coming up here. So that's why we're working with our higher selves. Now, this is a reading for the collective, so you need to be able to use your best, discernment on what advice you're going to take with you and what advice you're going to leave. If you have a pendulum, use a pendulum. If you don't have a pendulum, use muscle testing. If you don't know what muscle testing is, then go Google that, okay? Because you need to have some way of using your discernment or your intuition to guide towards what information is actually meant for you and what information is meant for somebody else. Any advice that you take from the reading, before you apply it to your life, make sure that you follow up with a professional in the field of that advice. Know that all messages are timeless. So anytime that you get to this message, it'll be the current energy. I don't know why More Money Cat's already laid over today, but More Money Cat says hello to you guys. Unconditional love to you with this rose quartz. All right. So I could also be talking about past, present, future, this lifetime or other lifetimes. I'll always let you know. Know that not every message will resonate with you and not every message may be your message. There is always going to be a trigger warning when we work with the tarot, anytime we work with the tarot. Okay. You need to be in a mentally and emotionally healthy space and make sure you're sane, that you have some sanity there so that if anything comes up, you're just not going to go off the deep end. That's why I don't want anybody to be irresponsible. So, again, something's already trying to attack me. I rebuke it in the name of Jesus. This is ridiculous. This everyday bullshit attack. So again, I think it has to do with this subject because God has like had it with this subject. So I'm going to get through this beginning part and then we'll get into the protection. So by watching my videos, you are agreeing to the contract of being in control of yourself, being responsible for yourself, and with any of the information being channeled. Be on your best behavior because the Most High God is watching my channel specifically and anybody on it. And the Holy Spirit is listening. So don't be the one that fucks around and finds out and gets your ass whipped by God because you didn't want to be on your best behavior. Okay. If you don't respect yourself, then don't expect anybody else to respect you. Okay. The background music that you're hearing is the YouTube channel called Healing Vibrations. They are on awesome crystals. So this is a crystal singing sound. This is a crystal singing bowl. Okay. The sound bath that we're listening to is for purity. And so this channel, Healing Vibrations, you got to go over there and get yourself a subscription. They're really amazing. They have really, really good crystal sound baths. And they work with like each crystal singing bowl has a chakra note, which means system. So we're listening to one today that's going to help purify our system. All right, let's get into the protection. So we call upon to be with us in all things and in all ways. We open our psychic connection to God, the source of all things. We invite our higher selves forward into our consciousness and awareness now. We manifest the Christ consciousness grids of the earth, and we ask that the Most High God assist us in manifesting the Christ consciousness grids of the earth. We also ask that the Most High God block out any evil, stop any wicked person that would try to do anything evil on this channel, and then remove them completely. Do not show mercy to these people. Do not be forgiving. Do not be the merciful God that allows people to do fuck shit over and over again. Specifically on my channel, I'm not putting up with it. So make sure, God, please, that you, just keep evil people away from me. And if they do need to come connect through me to connect with you, then make it so that they keep their effing mouths shut because I don't want to hear anything from them. All right. So we're calling upon the Most High God, invoking and evoking God. Okay. And the presence of God. We're summoning the archangels and the Dene, the holy people. We're summoning spirit guides and guardian angels. I invoke and evoke the sword Excalibur, the circle sword, the blue flame, the will of God, along with the legions of Estrella and Michael. I invoke and evoke the sword of Moses into the four directions and its angels, the ancestors of myself and the ancestors of the collective, the Elohim and the Anunnaki, the deities of Lovecraftian lore, the Holy Grail vortex into this space and then into whatever space you're in, the Holy Spirit and our Merkava light vehicle, any crossed over loved ones with messages, the ascended masters, the avengers, Saint Benedict to block out any evil eye, remove, seriously blind every single evil eye, not just for me, but for everyone else alive, so that the rest of the world can recover from this bullshit. Jesus Christ and Muhammad, like literally make it permanently blind so that it can never fucking do that evil eye wicked shit ever again. Please, Saint Benedict. Thank you. The Saints, the Buddha, the Guardians, Loki, Thor, Sophia, the Ophanim, the Galactic Federation of Light. Also, I rebuke whatever just tried to fucking attach to the roof. So the thing on the roof, I want you to devour and remove everything that just tried to latch itself onto the roof of where I'm at. Okay, thank you. Thank you for getting that shit the fuck off of me and fuck away from me. Again, people need to really stop projecting shit because God's going to send everything fucking back. And then you better be able to deal with God, with God returning your own fucking energy to you. Like if your own energy is a murderous piece of shit, maybe you should stop fucking sending it to other people. But of course, it's only the murderer pieces of shit that are actually doing that, projecting this evil fucking energy in the first place. So again, they should just be gone. They should not exist. Let's just say that. In fact, I would even go to say that somebody should go into the past and then remove their parents from ever meeting each other. Because if that's the fucking sperm that got through, if that's the motherfucking egg and the sperm that got to out of all the billions of others that came through, then fucking y'all should be separated and never fucking allowed to meet in the first place. Because you create abominations when y'all come together. So yeah. Anybody that goes around behind my back, stabbing me in the back, or any other Christ-like individual that does the work for God, actually does the work, like they should suffer the consequences of that immediately, because I'm not gonna fuck around with none of you in no other lifetime. This is be the only lifetime you ever get to experience me in, because I'm done after this. So the Ophanim and the Galactic Federation of Light, the Spiritual Court and Akashic Records, the Watchers, Baron Somdi, Papa Legba, the Elementals, Lasati and the Mermaids, the Cryptids, the Fae and the Spirit Realm, Nature Spirits, including Gaia and Green Man, Alien, Alienel, Alienatu, the Extraterrestrial Starseed Families, Yaldabaoth, Nyarlathotep, the Infinite Safety of and protection of the Creator, along with the promises for the chosen, Jehovah and Yahweh, the Jinn, Allah, Sakla, Theos, Shiva, Shakti, Lilitha, the Light of God, Glory of God, the Heavenly Host armies, the Orisha, Aloha, Olodumare, and Bonquay. Okay. So now I'm going to get into the message. So basically, if somebody tried to sacrifice you, just recently, this was just last night. That's why I'm like fucking irritated about this energy that continue. It's like somebody just wants to like bleed you dry, like drip by drip by drip, like slowly. And it's disgusting. So, God, Holy Spirit, what do these people need to know about this situation? I'm tired of looking at it. I'm tired of fucking feeling it. I'm tired of dealing with it. And everybody in the collective doesn't need to be going through this. So if there are a few individual demonic ass people, then can you please blind them, deafen them, make sure they can't speak, and remove them from life? Like, seriously, get rid of the people that bully me and everybody else. And that's why I have no problem letting every fucking demon that's ever existed know about whoever bullies me. Like, seriously, I report everything to God, and like the hell watches this channel continuously. It's like anybody in the underworld is watching this channel. All right. So know that anybody that's dead, anybody that's trying to use any necromancy against you, that they are going to fall to the ground and possibly be unalived. Like, it just may, their unit just may come over across a city of people where everybody's just slumped over dead. Like, literally, that's not a joke. Okay. God's given the warnings and God continually warns people, but I'm asking God to stop being merciful, because these people are not going to ever stop. So, God, if you don't ever stop being merciful, then you're just going to allow everybody to keep being bullying, being little bitches, and keep bullying people and doing evil. So if you don't permanently stop these people, I don't know if anything ever will. All right. They're not even people. That's why I don't have no qualms sending every fucking demonic force and every angelic force and every God force at them. I have no qualms with that. I am equally yoked in both the dark and the light, and I don't give a fuck about anybody. Like if you're gonna be some demonically possessed fucktard that continually does witchcraft and bullies other people spiritually, then you don't deserve to be here alive having a human experience. Okay. Especially if you're going to pull shit into the human experience from another dimension that has no fucking business being here, right? And that these people, they're witches. All they can do is pick up a book and study some shit. They can't defeat what I've defeated, what I've overcome. They can't do that. They're weak as fuck. Hence why they do witchcrafts in the first place. Because straight up, they're only going to be doing witchcraft if they're weak as shit. No strong person thinks, oh, I need to go do a spell on somebody so I can get love. Like, nah, you're a demon. Just be real with everyone. Okay, so this is the Ace of Swords in the reverse, which is not a great card. It's a lack of concentration and ability to think clearly. Why is that? Oh, because these people tried to sacrifice you and drain you of your energy. So I'm going to just explain it. When somebody tries to put a root into you, they're not talking about roots. They're not talking about roots as in your feet, like feet being roots. This is a root as in your root chakra. What they're attacking is your ability to feel safe, your fight and flight response. They want to keep you in a perpetual state of fear and upsetness so that they can then drain your energy as you give it off, right? This is just how disgusting, wretched ass, disgusting fuck people are. And America is like literally on the line right now where God is about to freaking do something horrible to America because of this shit, because of this exact shit that I'm talking about. America is destiny swapped, destiny thefted every Native American that lives in America. Okay, by stealing their land and forcing them to live on the like literally unlivable lands. These fucking lands that Native Americans live on now are unlivable. They don't have resources. So literally, America has done way too much to not be um, actively trying to create justice. Let's just say that. So if your mind is racing with too many thoughts, it's because of this attachment to your root chakra, a distraction. This is what they want to create, a continual distraction, so you never get to your divine life purpose, so that you don't get to have fulfillment in this life. That's basically what they want. They want to take your fulfillment and try to beat you to your own finish line, and then they want to sit in your chair and put your crown on and pretend to be you. All right. This is a fucking weirdo freak abomination in the eyes of God. And it, honestly, their parents even coming together to create this fucker is an abomination. And that's why I have no qualms being like, every demonic force, have at it. Go do whatever you want to do with that shit, but you make sure that it cannot fucking attack anybody else. And anybody that it soiled and turned, how many psychic vampires this one motherfucker created? Like 30,000s of people. Unfortunately, those people are going to be taken out. And it's unfortunate that people get behind a psychic vampire and fuel that. They'll aid a psychic vampire to ruin thousands of fucking lives, yo. Lack of insight, obstacles. You may need to simplify your life. Unable to find work that makes you happy. Frequent job changes. Again, these people are thieves. They steal work from other people. They don't create work. They don't have nothing creative within them. They're dead on the inside. They don't have a fucking soul. They're possessed by a demon. And you're in the Empress energy. So yeah, this is somebody that wants, so taking any shortcuts or cheating somebody is going to have a bad effect on your reputation. Stupid vampire fucking bitch. Straight up. All right, I am picking up on a Cancer that is a vampire. I'm picking up on a Leo that is a vampire, and a Gemini specifically, and a Scorpio. That's the energies that's has to do with this reading. You could be an Aquarius, but you don't have to be. You could be an earth sign like Capricorn, but you don't have to be. But whatever you are definitely in the Empress energy, because this is showing me what they're trying to do to the Empress, basically. They're trying to cause you to not be able to concentrate, not have money, to be dull, to have no energy. They're just draining you. They want your creativity and personal growth. They want your development. They want your business. They want your skills. They want. Sounds like they're pretty fucking self-centered and stupid. But most of all, they want to copy your work, and they want to inherit what you were going to inherit. And then they want to switch energies with you so that you'll inherit their bad negative karma, because they've been an evil piece of shit for their entire fucking lives. And then they want to take your good karma because you have not been an evil piece of shit your entire life. So that's the agenda of the psychic vampire. They'll drain you of all types of energy, okay? Through manipulation, through fear tactics, through scarcity tactics. I mean, there's like a plethora of abuse tactics that these people get to choose from via their religion beliefs. All right, this is the Seven of Pentacles. Also, the Empress talks about a healing relationship between a mother and child, right? So somebody could have been trying to affect the way that your relationship is with your mother, or this could be somebody trying to affect your relationship with your child by somebody trying to steal your finances and take your abundance away from you. That will be hurting your child, because your abundance is what feeds your child, right? So this is like the mental that these people have. Like, they want to just take from you because you're abundant, and they don't have no feelings. They're a demonic fucker pretending to be a family or a friend. They're a demonic idiot. And why do I say idiot? Because any demon that thinks that they're fucking smarter than the God of all gods or that they're greater than the creator of all things, no, you're a fucking idiot vampire and no, literally nothing more. Most likely just a Karen. So the 7 of Pentacles. Also, I was picking up on there may be somebody that's like racist against you or they don't like your gender. I mean, whatever this person's deal is like they feel like they can target you because you're lesser of a species than them, which is not true. Okay. All blood, all fucking flesh, doesn't matter what color it is, it all burns the same. So just remember that for when you all get to hell. That all of your racist lives that you were living and engaging in, okay, thinking that you're better than other people, that your fucking skin is going to burn the same as any other colored person's skin with any color. Like you, doesn't matter what you are on the outside, it's what you are on the inside. And we all have flesh and blood, right? We all burn the same. We all bleed the same pretty much as well. So to be said, this person has some type of, they feel that they have the authority of God. This is why I said this is some religious hater. They have the authority of God to bully you and to steal energy from you, like to enslave you, because they believe that, I don't know what they fucking believe. They're stupid, but they believe that they're better than whoever is in my collective. And you could even be white, and this person could literally be white, and just they could still think that they're like some superior race to you. No, like hole in the soul, idiot. This person is mentally not there. I mean, I'm trying not to be mean. I'm trying not to be mean back to this person because this person has bullied a lot of people. They think that there's some type of pretty privilege, but they look like a horse in the fucking face, dude. You're a butterface. Everything looks good, butterface. Okay. And I'm not trying to be rude, but this is somebody that thinks that they're the fucking cats meow and the dogs bow wow. They think they're fucking like God's grace and gift to the world, and they're not. And so the funny thing is that you are, and then they want to steal that from you. The 7 of Pentacles indicates a major turning point in your finances. I feel like this person had been able to project their insecurities and their fears about you having success in life, like for only for so long. And then, of course, got the sacrifice card on the bottom, the hangman. Then, of course, God. There's God. So these people were all going down the yellow brick road, their demonic asses, talking their shit, doing their bullshit, fucking everything that walks, fucking everything over that walks and crawls, being an abusive partner to their partner, being an abusive person to their children, being just a narcissistic abuser that creates trauma in other people. And that's how they drain other people of their energy, through abusing them and using their narcissism on them. So this is showing you recovering. Like the number 7 to me is a spiritual number, but it's always like tipping the scale the other way, right? It's like moving it. I would say like the 5. See, 5's not a great number either. It means great change because the scale is going to tip one way or the other. So take a complete financial inventory. Money comes in from investments. Use this time to assess progress towards career goals and financial plan. Okay, this time you may have an investment and you may have stuff coming in on this investment. Let's say that you have like a real estate property. Okay. Be aware of who you have as a tenant. Okay. That they're not utilizing you like a vampire does. Okay. Well, let's just say I'm not going to give out no personal information about me because I'm sick of people fucking targeting me. But I do know people that do own properties. Okay. And I've seen an experience where they had a vampire as somebody that was in the property and they just wouldn't leave the property. And, they made all these excuses of why they're such a fucking piece of shit and couldn't leave the property. End of the day, it doesn't fucking matter what people say. If you don't have the money to stay there, you don't have the money to stay there. You're fucking vampiring somebody if you're trying to stay illegally, stay like you're acting like a vampire if you're trying to illegally stay somewhere where you don't belong, right? And so beware of people that you encounter that are like that. They're moochy. They want to use and abuse the system. They want to use and abuse you like you're some type of fucking person to be abused. Let this person fuck around and find out. Don't even tell them that you know God. Don't even tell them that you know me who knows God. Like let this person just fuck around and find out, because they're going to end up like everything they stole from you, you're going to get back plus. And you're going to get it in such a way that it's going to come in through your investments. So it may be like you have to go to court with this person. Like if you do own a property, right? And then you're dealing with a vampire that won't leave the property, or you own a business, you're dealing with somebody that has trashed your business and trying to leave your business all fucked up. Like either way, you're going to be able to take this person to court and sue them. So you're not only going to get whatever was lost in this endeavor, but you're also going to get pain and suffering, and you're going to get more money. Like this person may end up being indebted to you for the rest of their life, every part, like 50% of their paycheck, but actually more than that, because they may have to pay child support to somebody else. So it could be like literally 75% of their paycheck, no matter where they work, goes to you for the rest of their lives. Okay. That's how God's going to do you one better than what this person tried to do to you. So again, don't fight with anybody. Don't give this vampire any energy to work with. Make this vampire try to work with the energy that it's already stolen from you. But I'm going to say, fuck that. Take your power back right now from this person. Say, and you can just say, I take my power back right now from this person / demon / vampire / we could keep going on stereotypes about this person. Narcissist, narc, mentally deranged individual. Okay, because on the bottom, I've got the 5 of Wands in the reverse talking about how somebody's going to try to cheat you out of some money. This is why it's got me triggered today a little bit, because I'm tired of this shit. Somebody trying to use illegal means, which witchcraft is illegal means. If you're trying to use witchcraft to steal somebody's business or to steal their clout or whatever, then prepare to be unalived, because God doesn't play about the Empress, right? So again, be wary of who you give your financial information to. Be wary of what, if you own a business and you have an employee, don't let that employee see your tax papers. You need to really guard yourself from people wanting to monetize on your channel, wanting to do whatever. Like people just want to get in on this shit so they can have their portion of what you worked for. And who the fuck are they? You ain't no baby mama to this motherfucker person. Okay. You're not a baby mama. You're not a baby daddy to them. You don't owe this person not one fucking thing in life. In fact, they owe you, and they're going to owe you for continual lifetimes, but they're going to be forced to pay back in this lifetime, because you may not even experience them again. Like just because somebody thinks that they can continually abuse you doesn't mean that God's going to allow it. I just shuffled that. You saw me just shuffle this 5 of Wands in the reverse from the bottom of the deck, yo. Okay, so it wanted to come out. It's so funny how cards, like, that doesn't even make any sense to me, because I saw it on the bottom and then I shuffled it all. So whatever. All right. Someone will try to cheat you, even use legal means to take something from you. Do not trust anyone with sensitive information or financial accounts. Like I said, anybody that wants to offer their services, no, you don't fucking need that. You need to learn how to start doing things on your own, because you need to stop relying on people that are vampiric in nature and demonic in nature. Then when you have to rely on other people, that's why shit never goes right. Wouldn't you rather just learn how to do your own taxes and then not have to pay some weirdo to do that? And yes, there are people that vampires people specifically for money. There are people that vampire other people specifically for life force energies. There's many different types of vampires, but what I'm picking up on is somebody that is a soul sucker. They'll put you through so much trauma that you'll end up not even having a soul at the end. So that's why you have to continue to go with God and then report these people, report these vampire. Like you can just say, God, I don't know who the vampire is, but I feel the vampire in my energy. Can you please help me? Just a little prayer like that. God is waiting for you to like call judgment. I call judgment on these vampires. Like, so I pretty much like, I'm just going to give an example from my personal experience. Okay. So we had opened a crystal store. This is in the past, and it was doing very well because, I created every single crystal definition by using my gifts and abilities to draw out what the, what each stone is best for, what it does for the chakras, what it does for the soul, everything like that. So that you know how to actually use the crystal. Because a lot of people believe whack ass beliefs about crystals. Okay. So like there's a plethora of knowledge. I've literally over thousands of crystals have the written cards and everything. So I'm working into getting that into a book because with that, I had people coming into the store and they would take these cards. Like if you get a crystal, then you have a card that goes with it. Okay. So you buy the crystal, you get the card. You have that information, but it's really just for you to use so that you know how to use that crystal, right? When you get home. Now, I had people coming into the store and they were taking all of my cards, okay? Thinking that they're just going to go ahead and clone my store. And they literally did this. They fucking moved less than a block away from us. This is how vampires operate. They use my information that I worked to use my spiritual gifts on to create. Then they cloned our store. Well, guess what? Not all those cards had the best of on it. Not all the and so I was like, oh, the good thing about this is that I can always create better content, right? And it makes them look stupid as fuck. So this is one way that people will try to steal from you. So you have to be aware. So like I have it set up now. Anybody that tries any more fuck shit like this, God is like not stopping. Okay. God is going to curb stomp this motherfucker literally and make them go into debt. And I've literally seen multiple crystal shops that were cursing me and using my cards and stealing from me not have a business no more, right? Because God, boom, 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 right? What God said, enough is he fucking enough. You're going to stop stealing from the chosen. And so this is like people that they want to vampire information out of you. Okay, they want information maybe you wouldn't tell normally to people. Anybody that's ever asking you a lot of questions, you need to be aware that that person is a vampire. If there's no reason for them to know everything about you, like that's why you should lie. When people come up and they act weird like that, like specifically Mormons, when they go try to sell their bullshit door to door, they'll ask you everything about your life. Okay. Then they take that information back to their database, plug it in, and they start the cursing process. So do not give out anything to anyone. Straight up. Don't tell anybody anything. Not about your personal life. Nobody needs to know. It's just you and your spouse or you and your partner or whatever, you and your family. Okay. You can let your family know about things, but I wouldn't even tell friends anything. I don't have friends because friends only exist to humiliate one another. I haven't had a friend that's ever existed to like help me. It's always to steal from me or harm me in some type of way. So I just live my life without friends. I don't fucking need other people. I have God. So literally everything that a person could have done for me, I would rather have God do it for me. And so I just don't need that. I understand that other people are not like me. They're not aliens. They're not like me. Okay. Trust me, it's taken a lot of abuse to get me to reject everyone. Okay. So this is what I want you to not have to go through. I don't want you to have to go through being stolen from. If you're starting up a company, there's somebody that's trying to come into your life that wants to be buddy with you and help you, and they're going to fucking steal from you. They're either going to steal your finances or they're going to steal your ideas, which is another form of vampirism. So we're dealing with the overall is theft, right? And so you should think of yourself as an empress or an emperor because you actually have something that is worth stealing. You were around in biblical times. You were one of those peoples in the crowds, like seeing shit. Like you're an ancient soul. You have ancient knowledge within your soul that people want to dig out of you. If these people could tie you to a chair and scoop that shit out of your head and eat it, they would. That's how fucking evil they are. Okay, so this is why, and they may come as an attractive young man. Okay, trust me, once you cut this vampire off, you're going to know. Like straight up, you will know exactly who they are and why they're there. So you just say to the vampire, I know who you are. I know why you're here. I know what you're trying to do. And I rebuke you in the name of Jesus. I rebuke you in the secret name of the Most High. That's what you say to these people. Stop allowing these people to drain you of your energy. Stop allowing them to steal your ideas. Stop being so desperate for affection that you let anybody that into your life that's nice to you, because these nice people are the ones in the future that are be stabbing you in the fucking back, right? And your ancestors are going to be like, yo, I told you about this person. Oh, but they were so nice. Oh, no, don't let your ancestors going to be the ones pulling the fucking knives straight out of your back. Okay. It's not going to be this other person that put them there. So don't be desperate, starving for human affection to the point where you're going to accept any person into your life. Okay. Because at that weak moment is the moment that Satan's going to send in somebody to come into your life and destroy it. See, Satan doesn't want humanity to progress, apparently. Cut the deck on the devil. I'm sure it goes deeper than that, but like we're just talking about theft, stealing of energy, stealing of ideas, stealing of work. Okay, this is the person that was in school with you. Like, for example, cut the car on the Lovers and Justice. So, for example, this is like the person that you went to school with that was always wanting to cheat off of you, right? Even though y'all got different tests. This is like exactly what I'm talking about, the destiny swap shit. So you're in the school of the hard knocks of life, right? School of the hard knocks of life. You're fucking getting hit, getting back up, going along your life, getting hit, knocked down every once in a while. Okay. And then here comes somebody that wants to be buddy buddy with you because they want to copy you. They want to copy your paper, not even knowing that God gave them a different test. They don't have the same fucking questions that you have. So when they go to copy your paper, they get caught up. Ding, ding. The system goes ding, 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 ding. This person tried to copy this other person's paper because look at the evidence, right? That's what I'm talking about. This is the same energy of that. And so don't be like, oh, but I want that person to be my friend, or oh, that person's popular. Oh, whatever. Like, you want to be popular in the eyes of God, want to be the most popular to God, want to be the most loved to God. Don't give that precious energy to any person, especially somebody that is like useless and brainless, that's just going to copy off of everybody else. We don't need a perverted game of telephone twisting everybody's messages up, right? So if you are a divine messenger, you may be called to literally isolate yourself from these people that continually project their thoughts and ideas onto you. And you need to be careful of what type of tarot readers you're watching. You need to have, like I said, you need to use a pendulum or muscle testing. So you can ask, is this person connected to God? Is there information they're getting connected to God? Or is this coming from a demon? If it leaves you feeling broken, disheveled, and effed up at the end, it's most likely not coming from God. Okay. I can tell you that. So somebody wanted to put you in the Nine of Swords, which is what I have at the bottom. And that just shows me that somebody wanted to be a continual vampiric, like put a root on you and drain from your root chakra, stealing massive amounts of energy every day, which would make you have the symptoms of this card that we started with. Okay. Be very tired, be very like grouchy. I mean, it's an irritating energy because somebody is sending things that people can't see to mess around in your energy. And you could feel that, right? The Empress is somebody that's completely aware. Um, Also, somebody else sees you as the empress. So this is like somebody is targeting you because you're abundant in energy and abundant in love. See, they don't love themselves. This is one reason why they're a vampire, okay? They have no self-love. They don't have unconditional love. They just don't have love at all. So, but they're either choosing that or that's the life that they've been given, okay? Again, the lack of insight. These people had lack they think that they see one thing, but they are not really seeing that. Like they may be seeing what the outer appearance looks like, but they're not seeing the whole picture. Because if they saw what God is doing in your life, they would run the fuck away and make sure they would tell all their vampiric little fucking buddies to stay away from you. But instead, this is a group of people that gathered 5 wands, 5 different individuals to come up against one person. Okay. So, yes, it's a bully. Yes, it's a coward. Yes, it's a pussy. Yes, it's a bitch. Straight up. Straight up pussy bitch just to come for a woman or somebody that's even just being a loving mother, loving parent, because you don't have to be a woman, right? But you could still have that divine feminine energy. Like I'm getting geisha energy. You may have geisha as a past life. You may have been a geisha. That's why you know how to love. And people like are offended when you take that energy back from them because they took your love for granted in every single type of way, right? So when you take your power back from them, you pull your love back, you pull your energy back, they're left with nothing. They're left with negative, where they were getting all high like you're some type of form of crack to them, like sniffing your energy and shit. Like seriously, these people are weird. They looked at you like you were God, and you're not God of their life, okay? You're not the ever giving source of all energy and information. God is. They're confusing. This is why you have to be careful of who you like, who you think is super cool. Like, especially in the music industry or actors, half these people are fucking sex traffickers. So why are we looking up to sex traffickers, R words, rapists, and people that do really bad things, from stealing other people's work. Like, I'm not going to, you know, talk shit about celebrities, but I will say in general, like a lot of rappers steal work from other rappers. Okay. That's a form of vampirism, stealing somebody's creative abilities, stealing their whatever. And it's also a form of trying to destiny swap with somebody. And you're going to see these celebrities all of a sudden age overnight. Like yesterday, they looked like they were in their 30s. Tomorrow, they're going to look like they're 60 years old. Maybe not that bad, but like 50s or something. There'll be like a definite 20 years of everything that they had vampired from everybody else. God's like, oh, you know what? I gave you 20 motherfucking years to change your behavior. I gave you messages. I gave you signs. I sent you weather. I sent you destruction. I sent you love. I sent you everything I could ever send you to get you to turn into another way, to go within, to find the answer from going within, for finding your own connection instead of trying to leech off of somebody else's connection. 20 years. Like, you'll see the amount of years that these people have stolen from other people's lives by stealing their work and by copying their work, and whatever this is, vampiring them in some type of way. Or it could just be stealing their time and energy. All of that stolen time is going to be ripped. They're not going to be able to keep that. Those celebrities that sacrificed people and stole their lives, stole their time. You ain't keeping that shit. That shit never belonged to you. Why would you think you could keep some shit that God gave to somebody else? I'm going to say that again. Why would anybody think that they could hold on to some shit that God gave to somebody else? Technically, that's still God's. It still belongs to God. So God can go boom, just like that. And then you can literally, just like God, it says in the Bible that God can literally reverse your age and renew your youth. Okay. Literally, God can do the opposite and make you age too. God can take all of the stolen energy that these people took and harvested off of you. Okay. And rip it away from them. The second you call judgment, we call judgment now. And what's on the bottom of the deck? We call judgment now. It's judgment. So I'm being guided to take that. So this is showing me again, yeah, you may end up having to take somebody over a business or over a partnership or whatever. Could even be a marriage that you have to take somebody to court, but you're going to win. So arguments, the judgment card, whenever you see it in the upright, I want you guys to know, like, I want you to learn about tarot, because from the full card to the last card in tarot, it basically goes through every human's walk of life, every transition that you're going to go through during the time of being a human. Okay. And so it's actually, that's why it brings so much wisdom, because we're pulling from, if we section off our life to, age 1 to 20, ages 30 to 60, then 60 to 90 or 100, if we put them in 3 different categories, a lot of different wisdom comes from those 3 different categories, living that life, right? And so literally recalling judgment and recalling back our power on all situations, past, present, and future, known and unknown. That's the big part. You got to remember known and unknown, because again, some people smile in your face while they'll be in your face, habitually wasting your time. Not really, not like, not, and I don't, okay. So the thing about psychic vampires, and I'll tell you why they're psychic vampires, is that they are unwilling to do anything that contributes to life or to society or to even themselves in a positive way, which means a lot of the times they're like people that have stopped working because of some type of disability. They play the victim in every situation. Okay, it's never going to be their fault. They're never going to go within, like, this is just the way of the vampire. Like, and so I know that all vampires and all werewolves and all lycanthropy and all that stuff, it all comes from cursing. So we rebuke every curse that has to do with vampirism that's affecting us in any form or fashion. And any curse or any spell that has to do with sacrifice, we also rebuke that in the name of Christ, in the name of the true benevolent Savior of all humanity. And we call that Savior to this situation because we need saving. Like, we could all use a little bit of Jesus. And that's not being in a vampiric way. Whatever Jesus wants to give us, you know what I mean? Like, however Jesus wants to help us, that Christ fluid that goes up and down the spine, that gives us the ability to raise our frequency above the demonic attacks that we're under. So this shows me that somebody, I looked at this and I just saw somebody tried to sit on your throne, and it says, if you have wronged someone. So that's completely different words. So somebody tried to sit on your throne. They tried to be you. They tried to pretend to be you. They tried to copy you. And the whole thing, it's falling apart. Okay. Needless to say, but you need to call your energy back in this situation. And you need to say, God, I want you to call judgment. We're not the ones that judge. We don't have, ain't nobody got time for that shit. That's all I got to say. Okay. That's not for us to do. That's for God to do. Okay. And we don't want to judge other people lest we be judged. That's why we say, God, with this situation, can you please call judgment? Call for judgment to be done. All right, now I'm going to shuffle the cards and we're going to see what happens after judgment happens. So this shows me that somebody is intentionally trying to hurt you. They are uncompassionate. They're unforgiving. They're grudge holder, whatever their low vibrational quality is that gives them in their brain the okay to do spell work on you or to try to copy your career. Now, just because you see a chosen one doing what they do for their divine life purpose does not mean, and being successful at it does not mean that you can go do the same thing that they do and be successful at it. Like, so let's just say like this, like, okay, so I'm a tarot reader, and a psychic and a whole bunch of other things. But my main purpose is to bring people to God and to wake people up from whatever delusions they're in, to hopefully bring clarity. And so Anybody else that looks at me, sees me in my spot, and then goes, okay, yeah, that's what I want to do. No, you need to find out what your own divine life purpose is, because you try to jump into tarot on some shit you're not supposed to be doing. You're not initiated like by God. You're not initiated by God. I don't give a fuck about human initiation. That's worthless. You're not initiated by God. You're not initiated by the Holy Spirit. You're not sanctioned to do this. This shit will eat your ass up. Okay. And that's why a lot of people are finding that out, that, oh, copying the chosen is not the best thing to do, because you trying to fulfill somebody else's divine life purpose does not get your own job done. The job that you came here to do for your own divine life purpose was most likely, a lot of the times, 9 times out of 10, I see that somebody has children and they don't want to be a parent. They would rather be a psychic or whatever, like it could be any type of job. I'm just using this one because this is what I do. But like it could be I like an ice skater, or like a gymnast or some shit, or a rapper or whatever. And there are some rappers that are like chosen, like Eminem and Megan Thee Stallion. Those are two that are chosen. So you'll see that they stick around, right? These other people that are not chosen are going to be their own destruction, because their purpose was not to even do rap. Like, bro, if you have to go get every surgery under the knife known to mankind to fit into the category of being a rapper, then most likely, if you didn't naturally have that shit, then that's not what your divine life purpose was supposed to be. Just point blank. Okay. And that's doing yourself such a dishonor to try to copy somebody else just because you see them successful. You should want to be happy with the work you do, not the money from the work you do. Like I don't get paid. I get tips and donations very rarely. And so, like, this is where you'll see people that are not chosen fall out, or people, or tarot readers that are working with demon, like just on demon time, they don't have a connection to God. Because again, this can be used in a negative way. And I do feel like somebody did use divination in a negative way. Like, I don't know what the fuck that was. But that, again, thing on the ceiling, thing on the roof, please get anything that they try to send to the roof. Fucking idiots. So I've got the chariot on the bottom, which is the police. And I feel like this is just the next step. So again, somebody could even be like trying to come back in, wanting your forgiveness. Always forgive people. Forgive them, for they don't know what they are doing. They're not aware. They're just not aware until they're made aware. And until God says, okay, you don't need to forgive anybody, but God continually just says to forgive everyone. Go ahead and forgive people, but don't forget what they did. Forgiveness is not forcing yourself to forget what they did. Forgiveness is not even saying that you're over what they did. Forgiveness is you saying that you love yourself enough to forgive yourself for putting yourself in the situation that got you hurt. That's all. And once you can do that, then nobody can hurt you. You'll get to a point where nobody can actually hurt you, right? And so that's where I want you guys to be. I want you guys to be strong souls, strong individuals, and to know what your purpose is in life. And you can have more than one divine life purpose. Like, I've completed like at least 3 prophecies over my life, okay, that have already been set into motion. This is why I get so many different attacks. But I've completed the prophecies and the missions over my life. And then trust me, you'll never run out of stuff to do. Once one's done, another one activates. It's just how you set things up for yourself so that you would continue to progress. But if you don't do your divine life purpose and you don't take that time to grow as an individual, then you're going to remain immature spiritually, literally spiritually. You'll remain immature spiritually, and you don't want that. You want to be able to mature yourself spiritually so that you can be on the right path, the highest path for you. And by doing that is fulfilling the prophecies over your life, by finding out what your purpose is. And if you have children, yes, You have a contract to be a mother. That's a divine life purpose, or a father, right? That's a divine life purpose, just point blank. And then you may have something for your career. Like, again, everybody's going to be drawn to different stuff. But what I want people to understand is that you can't copy somebody else's purpose and think you're going to get the same results as that purpose when you weren't ordained to do that. Right. And that's why people need to stay in their own lane and really listen to their spirit guides and not be impulsive and not try to. This will cause you to go mentally insane and possibly get sick. If, like doing tarot, if you're not connected to the Most High God, I know that. I know that because I see it every day. Okay. I see it every day. And I experience like not having God's support doing tarot. And I quit doing it because I was like, nah, and it's not worth it. Then God's like, okay, now watch how shit changes. Like, watch how shit changes when I'm involved. And then I'm like, oh, well, that was the missing piece then, right? So I figured it out. So I want you guys to figure it out for yourselves too, so that you can fulfill those prophecies over your life, so you can learn and grow and then evolve. You can emotionally and spiritually mature and become a better person, a better version than you were yesterday of yourself. And that's all we're trying to do. We're not trying to compete with one another. That's so stupid and petty and childish and immature, right? That's not the point of life, is to compete with other people. The point of life is to compete with the version of ourselves that we were yesterday and try to just become better. That's it. There's never going to be a competition that involves another person. It's always going to be about beating yourself. Okay. So any type of contract that you may be signed with whoever this vampire is, that's why I was thinking, like, it could be you own properties and your a vampire is your tenant. I'm just trying to think of different ways you would sign a contract with somebody. Maybe a marriage contract. Yeah, you definitely don't want to marry a divine masculine or divine feminine in the reverse. Like, that would be a psychic vampire, somebody that oppresses and stuff like that. What other type of contracts, God? Legal contracts. This vampire person has legal issues because they tried to play in the legal system, right? They maybe even tried to call judgment on the contract that you have, saying that it's not fair. Well, it is fair. I don't think that you're doing or have done anything that's warranted this type of attack from anybody. Okay? That's why, like, when we called judgment, it was already there on the bottom. It was like, okay, we're ready. We're ready, rocking, rolling, right? Yeah, prenup is what I just heard. Divorce and separation. That could be a way that a contract ends, like a relationship. But there's many different ways, okay, that you could have to go into court over a contract. It could be even like you co-signing for somebody that's a psychic vampire that doesn't have. And not saying that people that have bad credit are psychic vampires. I'm just trying to create examples, you guys. This is not, these examples are just examples, okay, for you to learn from. They're not verbatim the experience. But let's just say that you co-sign for somebody. All right, let's say that person that you co-sign for stops making their payments. Well, then that's going to come back on you financially and responsibility wise, right? And so, yes, that's a contract, like that you made with a vampire possibly, and a third party, especially if the vampire is like not wanting to keep up their end of the contract and stuff like that. Or so if you hire somebody for work but they don't want to complete the work, that's another form of vampirism. It's called the spirit of delay, just trying to delay your life by not completing the work that you know, engaged with them to work with them for, right? So again, this judgment card can be so many different situations, and it could be none of the ones that I gave you just recently right now, but those were just examples that I just made up. That wasn't what I was getting from spirit. But I do feel like some of you have some types of contracts that are um they're, you know, a contract is meant for like a certain amount of time or a certain amount of money. That's what you need to look at. Whatever the contract is about is whatever this person is vampiring you. So if it's a contract that has to do with money, then it's about money. If it's a contract that has to do about time worked, then it's about time. All right. And yes, these vampires will do everything to be in your energy so that while they're in your energy, they can pull from your life force, right? By interrogating you, asking you questions, making you open up your energies to this fucking freak vampire monster, truly a monster. And the sad shit about this is that the majority of psychic vampires are so damn toxic, they do not even know that they are a monitoring spirit fucking vampire. They don't even know what they are because they're so unaware. And like there's some tarot readers that I see that are divine as all hell. Like they are divine, okay? Halo. They are divine and they don't even see that. They don't even know that. And that part of themselves, maybe that's keeping them safe. I don't know. But I feel like when you know about your divine energy, when you at least when I don't know, when I don't think that ignorance is bliss. I think that when you know, the more you know, the better that you are to be able to just deal with stuff, the more that you know about things, right? So when this judgment happens, because this judgment, this situation, this could all be in the energy right now. Somebody like currently, right now, as we speak, trying to sabotage you financially or whatever in some type of way. Now, think about all the actions and words that these people that are very toxic, maybe they know they're a vampire, maybe they don't. It's just worse when they know they're a vampire because then they know how to target people who are like the Empress. The Empress is very empathic. The Empress is very sympathetic and very kind, very nurturing and very mothering and very giving. And so that's why, people try to target the Empress more than the high priestess, I would say. Even though the Empress is the high priestess, she's all of the high feminine cards in the deck. That's why it's like the way that people look to your energy is like, and these are, you also have friends. Okay, soul contracts. Thank you, God. Forgot about that. Soul contracts. Like, so you have friends that literally, that, oh God, I'm so sorry to blow this for you. I'm blowing Gabriel's horn. Okay, so playing the trumpet. So you have friends right now that are actively plotting and planning, right? To do something, to get some type of judgment called on your life or to get some type of tower, or so that they can walk away with something that you have. So somebody's got a friend that's like a soul contract from another lifetime, and we rebuke that in the name of Jesus. Any soul contracts from any other experience, lifetime, or pre existing nature that have followed us into this lifetime or have been triggered, we rebuke that. We ask that God destroy it in every way with your consuming fire. Destroy that shit and every part of it so that these people are not attached to the collective. Because what they're going to do is think about all the actions and words and things that that person has to go through to stab you in the back. That's a lot of toxic behavior, a lot of gossip, a lot of slander, a lot of bullshit, right? That they're doing. Now, God is seeing everything that they're doing. Now that we call judgment, these people thought that you were never going to call judgment. They never thought that they would see the tower. All right. So that was the Nine of Swords. And then we have, yeah, the Nine of Swords. This is what this friend wants to do. They think that they're going to be able to do, and this is a goddamn fool. So maybe you have a company, maybe you own a hair salon. This is something I am actually seeing. Maybe you like own a hair, and it could just be another example. Maybe you own a hair salon and you have to like rent out, the chair is like a space for that hairstylist, right? So you have to rent out multiple contracts, right, with people, and they have to pay you monthly to have that chair so that they can cut people's hair, right? But you're basically the one that is bringing in all the business because you have the hair salon. Even though they're the ones working there, you're the one that owns the salon for them to work in that gives them the ability to make money, right? All right. So this is somebody that is trying to get some tower evoked into your life by causing some unjust shit to occur so that you are thrown out. They don't want you to, and for somebody to want to do this to you is stupid. Okay. And you may be called to sell your business to get out of these contracts and agreements with these people that argue all the time. It says find a new career straight up on the judgment card. Okay, if you've been in a low period, this signifies a turnaround. So yeah, this is going to be a turnaround, but this is what they were trying to do to you the entire time, was to put you in the Nine of Swords. Why? Because when you're grieving, grief, emotional pain, and depression, guilt, and deep regret over something that you've done, this judgment is going to cause these people to be in the Nine of Swords about you and about the situation. Again, God is not. Yeah, sleepless nights rehashing past actions. You've caused someone misery and great pain, anguish and worry, fear and self-doubt. Cloud your thinking. Only time will heal the pain. Remember, you know, the wicked, there is no rest for the wicked. Hence why they are going to be in the Nine of Swords perpetually until they repent to God for what they've done and try to make amends. And that could just be by not trying to fuck over your finances, okay? Their wishes for you are so evil and wrong. They're just wrong. You should never be wishing people are homeless. You should never be wishing people are sick. You shouldn't be wishing death and illness on people unless you have a real reason to want them to be that way. And then still, you shouldn't be wishing upon a jinn for shit like that. Jinn can't unalive people. They don't have the powers to do that. They can make you go crazy as all hell and fucking insert themselves into your brain and shit, you know, and wear your meat suit like a fucking genie lamp. But other than that, they can't do anything else. I'm just saying that because that's what I've literally had to exercise out of people before. Like jinns wearing people's fucking heads like a genie lamp. Okay. So, yeah, this person is up shit creek without a battle because of their attempt to try to cheat you. See, you've got secret. I don't if it's like secret admirers, but you have secret people that are on your side that maybe you wouldn't think that are on your side, right? That are rooting for you. And these people wanted to take away your stability because they don't have stability. So the vampire is only going to steal from you what they don't have. But because they will never go to God, they'll never work on themselves, they'll never go within, and they'll never become a better person. That's why they're continually in the dark night of the soul. They're always needing help and they're always playing the victim. And they're going to, whenever they're around your energy, they're going to take what the energy that they do not naturally have due to God cursing them, generational curses, them doing sins. And literally, when you sin a whole bunch, you don't, what positive comes out of sin? The only positive thing that comes out of doing sin is the opposite polarity, which is good, right? Which you have to have the bad to understand the good. That's the only thing that makes sin worth anything. And even at that, it's like, well, fuck, couldn't we just have heard the lessons and then not had to go through it, right? So this is somebody that commits so many sins that they don't get any good energy from God. God, they have no exchange with their creator. There's nothing going on there, upstairs, downstairs, anywhere. They're driven by purely their lower nature, their south node self, right? Oh my God, I'm already at an hour. Holy shit. It's crazy. Okay, so this is just showing what's going to happen to this person. So once this person's gone from your life, like I just like how they were taking advantage of you not using this sword against them, and now it's going to flip, right? Because if this was in the upright, this is like God giving you a helping hand. They were trying to take advantage of you. Queen of Cups. Yeah. Female, attractive, practical, romantic, emotionally honest, devoted, careful with money, the perfect wife, loving mother, a nurturing personality, kind, sympathetic to the feelings of others. This is why. This is why. Because you are like I said, the Empress is the female card of all of the decks, right? But it's because of the Queen of Cups energy that you have. Like I said, being romantic, nurturing, compassionate, devoted, careful with money. You're the perfect wife and loving mother, right? nurturing personality, kind, sympathetic to the feelings of others, right? They use that sympathy against you to drain you of your energy. That this person has a positive effect on your life. And the person that's in the Nine of Swords, or the people, they know this about you. That's why they target you, because you will be forgiving. But what happens when the day that you just decide to stop forgiving people for their bullshit and you just start calling judgment? Well, then immediately these people are in bed crying about what they tried to do to you. Not because they didn't, partially because it didn't succeed, but then partially it has to do with, it has to do with not only that they didn't succeed, they're crying about that, but they're crying that they were not able to get the energy that they sought from you, right? They're crying about that. That's what's happening in the judgment card, is like they're going to be like, "Oh, I can't steal this. I'm not sad because I hurt somebody. I'm sad because I can't steal this person's fucking energy anymore." So, but know that it's because of the Queen of Cups energy, that you put off. And you may even do this unknowingly, right? You may even unknowingly put this energy off. And so that's why being aware, that's why ignorance is never bliss. All right, Ace of Cups, finally. So this is showing me that after you go through this trauma, okay, and why do you have to go through this trauma? Well, because you need to learn a lesson about other people, but also you're going to get more money back from having to go to court with this person and them paying all your legal fees and then getting pain and suffering on top of what they already are going to owe you. You're going to be getting like triple back, right? Towards if you looked at it as an investment. So this just shows me that your enemy being in the Nine of Swords, and I do want to say that your enemy, even though this is somebody that most likely is a friend to you, right? It's showing me that the Ace of Cups, this is new intense friendships coming into your life, right? This is a complete turnaround, right? Of the energy. That's what judgment does. A complete turnaround. Because if you think about it, when you have low vibrational friends, that pendulum's going to need to swing to the other polarity, right? And then once you're there in that other polarity, you're going to realize that, okay, you do have intense friendships. You do have loving people. And so don't be weary of the ones trying to come in after you go through this situation. Just know that you had to have one part of the extreme so that you could go to the other polarity of the extreme, right? Which shows me that you learn the lesson, because if you learn the lesson, it frees you up to attract in the people that would actually benefit your life and be friends to you. God is saying, don't create any type of contracts with friends. Don't create business partnerships with friends. Like, it's just not a good idea, especially if you don't know who your friends are. Temperance. Temperance is always going to be the glare. Temperance is always going to be, see how this is an angel right here on this card? This is actually Archangel Michael. It also has to do with Sagittarius sign. So you learning how to use temperance when it comes to how much energy you give away to others, how much energy you're putting off. When you learn how to use temperance, which Archangel Michael will assist you with, okay, then you're going to be able to maintain the type of friendships that you're wanting, these intense, loving, benevolent people that are just like you. Because trust me, you are somebody that has some worth, okay? You are somebody that the planet wants to keep, yo. Like, we don't want you to go broke. We don't what all these people wanted for you. Nothing else in creation wants that for you. Like, your parents want right for you. Like, your family wants right for you, or they want the right things, I should say, for you. The people that envy you are the people that want to see you do bad, because they are upset that God did not give them what God gave you, not knowing that you have what you have for a reason. Why God is abundantly going to bless you. If you're not already financially abundantly blessed, God is going to abundantly bless you because you will do the right thing with the blessing. You won't abuse the power like these other people that all they did was abuse. All they did was use your own power against you because you're kind, meek, and they thought that that was weak. But it's not. It's actually just being a good person, you know? Like Christ was meek, but he wasn't weak, you know? Justice. Dude, Archangel Michael and Justice. Yes. Yes, yes. Ding, 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 ding. Okay. See how Justice is holding a sword? I don't know if you can see that. I'm like, where's the camera? Okay. See how Justice is holding a sword? That sword's what's going to be coming down. Like, think of this. I literally am thinking about Archangel Michael's flaming sword coming down and cutting every demonic tie, every single like attachment. So the card of personal integrity and fairness, take responsibility for your own actions. Every action that you will take will have an effect. Be decisive, move forward. Contracts and agreements and legal disputes are resolved in your favor 2 times now. The judgment card telling you that same thing. Okay. These 2 cards are confirming judgment and justice, the same exact thing for me, that the whatever the contractual issue is going to be resolved in your favor. Okay. If you have been wrong, justice is assured. Yes. You have definitely been wronged by these people. All right. Is there anything else that they need to know about that? Because I'm pretty happy with leaving it as you getting justice. Like, that's pretty much the best shit ever. But I do feel like this has a little bit to do with your love life. This is the Lovers. So let's see if I shuffle and this love card comes to the top somehow. All right. I definitely feel like whatever that Jinn energy was is dissipating. So that's leaving. Thank God. All right, let's see. 3 of Swords in the reverse. So again, this is showing you that the name out of my mouth here. Okay, this is showing you nothing because that was the back of it. This is showing you, well, if this was in the upright, it would not be positive, right? But it being in the reverse is not, well, it's not as bad as it being in the upright. Let's just say that. So this shows me that even after justice is served, someone will be trying to protect your feelings instead of telling you the truth about what they did. One person in your relationship will be tempted to betray the other. That's how demons work. When you call for judgment and justice comes down, these people will be possessed to betray one another because they'll be so paranoid and jumpy. Like, I see somebody jumping around like, ooh, like literally jumpy. So, yeah, this vampire person was contented with these 3 knives being in your heart and them being able to drain you. So they felt no need to change the relationship. However, you calling judgment on that behavior, because it is a behavior, it's going to cause somebody to become very sick. Why? Because they were living their life off of your energy, which is not cool. And we got the Magician in the reverse on the bottom. Yeah, and I feel like I should grab that, but I'm going to shuffle and see what else comes out. I don't want to jump to Magician in the reverse doing black magic. Like, I don't want that to be the truth, so we'll just see what God says. Yeah, it doesn't necessarily have to be through black magic or even through a magician, but when you go to, like, finding somebody that knows how to sacrifice other people's energy, that is, you would have to go to somebody. I don't even know who or where you would go to do that. So I don't know. Yeah, 6 of Wands. So this is showing me that these people tried to destroy your work. They just tried to destroy your hard work this entire lifetime, right? So your dreams and plans are fully realized. Hard work and careful planning result in glorious success. This could be about you getting fame. Somebody's like totally butthurt because you're going to be famous. And if it's in the cards for you to be famous, like this showing me right now that this is in the cards for you to be famous, then that's what's going to happen. You're going to get rewarded for your work, period. Right? So it talks about your dreams being fully realized. See how this person's celebrating with a wreath with all these other wands. Victory over the opposition, public recognition and honor. That's basically saying fame, right? And the good part of fame, because you don't want to be infamous, which means like Monica Lewinsky, you're like famous for something that's not great. But when you are famous for something that is good, that's going to bring the right people to you. Now, just because you may be somebody that is of God, even whether you recognize it that you're divine or not, okay, um, doesn't mean that other people don't see that, right? So even if you don't recognize it, know that other people may recognize it and they look up to you. I feel like you are somebody that's looked up to more than just like your children looking up to you. I feel like other people come to you for advice because you're very wise. You may not do psychic or tarot stuff like I do, but you may just be somebody that has that clairsentient knowing that you just know what to say to people to make them feel better. That's another form of healing. Ooh, I got chills. Yeah, triumph and success has a positive effect on your self-esteem. You're bursting with pride. Avoid arrogance, financial rewards for hard work. So when this comes in, just avoid being arrogant because you don't want to put anything out of balance, right? If you are, because in the judgment card, it's talked about changing your job or residence. You may need to do that. Okay. Especially if the vampire person knows where you live. Three of Wands. So 6 of Wands to the 3 of Wands, right? Through careful planning, a goal or project long in your dreams will be realized. Okay. You may be an artist. You could be a singer. You could be a writer. You could be somebody that is like really good with businesses. You could be a bookkeeper, whatever. Like people that they do money and booking and bets and stuff like that. They take people's bets or whatever. You could be somebody that does the stock market. Whatever this is, you're going to have a dream that is fully realized because this is what they tried to delay. They wanted to stop you from realizing your dreams. They wanted to stop you from being able to make that connection with God. And they wanted to do it through basically their whole plot and plan was to use up all your time, use up all your energy so that you would have no time and energy to connect with God to fulfill your own purpose, right? So these people are people that are trying to compete with whatever you do or whatever you produce or with whatever you're able to, like, let's say you do hair really well. There's somebody that is trying to compete with you because they're competing where they don't compare. So the 3 of Wands also shows me a Trinity. This is the Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit coming to your aid. And I do feel like, developing new contacts after you sever the ones, excuse me, that are in whatever contract you're in. Severing that contract. I rebuke the throat chakra energy and return it to the sender. Okay. Anything else? Or we're going to do angel numbers. So these angel numbers are going to confirm what this story is about. Just know that you're going to get to the end no matter what. Like you're already there. That's the point. Your future self, we call upon our future selves to come back to this time and place to help us with this situation. So when you see these numbers in your reality, you will know 1, that you're in alignment, 2, that you are getting a message from the universe, and 3, you'll take whatever you're thinking about, whatever you're doing, wherever you are, and you'll apply those important information to whatever the interpretation of the angel number is, right? So you'll get yourself like a little mini personal reading every time that you see one of these numbers. So that's why it's really important to, like I would write these numbers down and what they mean, just a little short definition of them. Okay. 8888, personal power. This is where you take your power back. Like I said, calling your power back from the demonic people in your life. Material and spiritual abundance, wealth, resources, force, balance. The 8, this is like 4 infinity signs, right? The 8 is the infinity sign. It means bringing about karmic cycles and endings also. Material gain and epic romance. All that is good and pleasant in your life will multiply. Angels are sending the number to reassure you of the prosperity and well-being ahead. Your surroundings will treat you with the admiration and respect. Another confirmation about fame. right? Use it for the greater good. And this is why God's going to give you the fame, going to give you the public recognition, is going to give you the power so that you can actually use it to help. Because God's already like these other people that have misused their power, getting their power stripped. And these people may try to like dip into your energy to see if you have their gifts. The only person that can take people's spiritual gifts away is God, okay? I don't believe anything otherwise than that. I don't think that witches have the ability to do that shit. And if they did, then they would be doing it all the time, right? So I don't feel like I feel like demons lie to them and tell them that they can do that, but in all reality, they're just like tapping into their own energy. They're not really stealing anybody else's stuff. But we're talking about somebody that is a leech to your time, is trying to take advantage of you. Okay. 2112, it's up to you. Someone's watching over you. And again, if somebody left you somebody in a will, that's a contractual agreement. Okay. That is another contract. Also, people taking out what is it? Life insurance. That's another contract. Okay. Doing life insurance fraud. Somebody may want you to go away so they can pretend you're dead to collect money off of you. Pathetic. Right. So someone watching over you, good fortune, unforeseen forces and direction, aka God. This is God giving you the help. But it still is up to you, right? So even if it seems like you're not making any meaningful progress, things are moving in the right direction. If you see this number, it's a sign that everything will work out in your favor and your dreams will come true soon. Yes. That's exactly what we're talking about. Bubbles may be significant to somebody, like bubbles. 7777, perseverance. All right. So it says change of perspective, reflection, inner strength, wisdom, and enlightenment. All right. There's a need for a change of perspective on whatever is taking over you now. If you want to succeed, you'll need to keep going down the road that you're on. Reach for the wisdom within, and then you'll know what the right next step is. That's how you continually move in silence. You go within and you find out what the next step is, right? Even if it's like just moving from wrath to anger, that's still in the direction of going towards peace, right? Because wrath is a little, and rage is a little bit worse than wrath, or maybe, I don't know, but that's kind of what I'm thinking. It's like all trying to go get back on track, right? So perseverance, that means that you don't ever get off your path. You just, whether you're successful or not, you continue to do what you do. And then you'll find that you most likely shift into a alternate reality where you already have the success. That's how people blow up overnight. It's never like they all of a sudden they just blow up. It's like they shift into a reality or a version of them. They turn into a version of themselves from the future or from another timeline, that has that success already. Spirit just keeps showing me like a scroll, like somebody trying to make spiritual contracts. Okay. 2424, good times, leisure, rest, holiday, pleasure, love, affection, kindness, and happiness. If you've gone on vacation, this person is so jealous about that. They're jealous about everything. It's like really like dealing with a child. It's like dealing with a little child that it just, but I want this, mommy. It's just like, okay, how old are you, person? I don't know why other people feel entitled to your energy. So you are worthy of affection, leisure, and pleasure. Remember that. If you tell your family and friends how you feel, you'll find that you're all on the same page and that you can work together effectively. Many people are rooting for you. If you spread love, it'll always find its way back to you multiplied. True. One zero one one, which would be 10:11 on the clock. Take action. Yes, take action. Hope, new beginning, fresh start, lifestyle, purpose, spiritual awakening. So, yeah, you could be going through a massive awakening right now. This is a call to action to move forward. The sooner you get going, the sooner you will accomplish what you set out to do. But I just want to remind you that the Six of Wands and the Three of Wands shows you that you not only accomplish what you do, but you get all of the riches, the fame, and the glory for it. Okay. I mean, we give the glory to God, but still, people will be giving you glory, right? So this is a call to action to move forward. The sooner you get going, the sooner you will accomplish what you set out to do. Those with patience will eventually reap the rewards of their perseverance, where 7777 was perseverance. Yeah, you'll reap the rewards of that for sure. $11.11. Yay. I love this one. This is a wish come true. So make a wish. When you see 1111, always make a wish, right? Moderation, patience, flowing, self-realization, manifestation, gateway, and taking action. So yeah, like I said, a gateway's opening, a new door. You're in for a lucky break. It may come as happy news, an experience, new opportunities, or an exciting acquaintance. But you will find yourself in the right place at the right time. It's not a coincidence, but a gift from fate. 3333, social skills. Okay, so hope, optimism, liberation, success, prosperity, excitement, and enthusiasm. The problems that you have today will eventually disappear. Your guardian angels encourage you to maintain a positive outlook on your life since your luck is about to change. It's time to put to use your captivating energy and inspirational personality. Don't let your ego get the best of you. A lot of the time, the ego will always like we try to move in the right direction. The ego counteracts that with like a thought of, oh, we're not good enough, or oh, whatever. Like we're not good enough, or it'll be too hard, or whatever. Don't listen to your ego. If it's something you're really passionate about, go for it. You're always going to be successful. You will always be successful. Okay. 1441, unique skills, life goals, mission, sense of self, honesty, and important projects. Yo, it's talking about your divine life purpose. This is important. It's that time of intense self-development. Focus your mind on your craft. You already have what it takes to succeed, but practice makes you a master. It's also serving to find your true purpose. Leveling up in your career or business is a priority now. And it said in a new job in the judgment card. All right, one more. 0606, commitment, also talking about contract. So be aware of when you see 0606, what you're thinking about and what you're doing. Loyalty, responsibility, truth, love, light, spiritual realm, growth, and solutions. Apply honesty and light daily is a fast track to creating a peaceful and meaningful life. It's how you find solutions and comfort. Release worries by speaking your truth and expressing emotions regularly. Okay, so yes, you're going to do that. So we had 8888, which is about your personal power. Okay. Then we had 2112, which is it's up to you. Then we had 7777, which is perseverance, keep going. Okay. 2424, good times. Remember to take a vacation, relax, rest. 1011 or 1011, take action. 1111, make a wish, and this is your wish come true. 3333, social skills. 1441, unique skills. And 0606, that commitment. So make the commitment to yourself that you're going to love yourself no matter what. That you're going to be there for yourself, and that you are going to love yourself enough to call judgment on the person or whatever these 5 wands are that have been messing with your energy. Okay. And making you feel these feelings of like being unenthusiastic or not having passion, or feeling like you're like just heavy, like your energy is like weighing you down. All that stuff is not your energy. These vampires, what they do is they take your positive energy, then replace that. They have to take from you. They have to make an exchange, but they're not exchanging anything that's good. They're exchanging what's negative. So they're going to fill you up with their toxicity and venom and poison while while they extract your good energy, and then they walk away feeling better after they just emotionally took a crap on you, verbally as well. Like they'll just like bomb you with like their problems, like their problems are your problems. And no, even if this is somebody you have a contract with or that works for you or whatever, their personal problems are not your problems. You don't need to take on what anybody else's responsibility is for. Okay. And so take your power back, call judgment. All right. And know that I love you. Know that God loves you. Please. Thank you for making it to the end of this reading. It like went way over. So, thank you for being patient with me so that we could get all of this message out. And God bless you guys. If you would like to leave a tip or donation, it's not like you have to, but it's just really kind. And I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful for you guys that tip and donate so that I can continue to donate my time and be charitable and help everybody. Right. So thank you. There will be a PayPal link donate button that I put in the description box. But I'm totally happy with your guys' likes, your comments. I love that. I love reading those. That makes me feel great. You liking the video, sharing, subscribing, getting the content out there so that I can get monetized. All that stuff really, really helps me. So make sure you hit that notification bell so that you're notified of every time that I go live so that you don't miss out on any of the messages that Spirit has for you. Know that this situation is coming to, it's like everything has to get worse before it gets better. Just know that by calling judgment, you're making things better. Okay. All right. I love you. And so does God. Don't forget that ever. Because the devil doesn't love anybody. I mean, the devil loves the devil's daughter. But other than that, the devil doesn't love like God loves. So you don't ever have to go to a low vibing anything, right? You always have God there. And now you have a connection to God. So don't forget to thank God for saving you, because God's really going to save you from this person. This person has intended the entire time to do some bad shit to you. Okay. Like the entire time that you knew them. I know that's shocking, but it's true. So all right. I love you guys. Thank you for making it to the end of this video. I'm going to try to look more in the camera and get better at that. I'm just getting used to the new setup. So sorry about that. And I'm always having to read the cards and look down. So that's why I put the glittery eyelashes on so that when I am looking down, that you're not getting bored. Okay. All right. Thank you for being here. And that angel just went by to show you guys, yes, spirit world exists. Yes, you are loved and you are supported. Okay. So you can call upon your guides, your angels. Literally, this psychic vampire stuff, call upon the Anunnaki. They have weapons and tools that get rid of people that have this low, like they're toxic, but it's like pH toxic type stuff. And how do you get pH toxic? By living a toxic lifestyle, by doing black magic, and those are the two main ways that you become a psychic vampire: by doing black magic, being under black magic, or being vampired to the point where you could not recover. Then you turn into a vampire. So, all right. I love you guys. I'll see you in the next reading. Bye.